Ooh. I don't know if you guys. I know me live is kind of unheard of. Man, I don't even know what to use as the thing. Okay. That'll have to work. All right, there we go. I don't know how well I can be heard, but hopefully I can be heard. Whew. Let me share the link. I gotta be more consistent on this channel. A lot of it, I'm charging the bastard though. Why is it saying load battery? I don't know why it's doing it. All right. All right, hopefully now it's good. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll have to see. What's going on, guys? I'm going to get Jack in here in a couple minutes. You know, what's funny is people call me and Jack like the adjacent. Like Jack is uh, my counterpart in the PlayStation community, which I find hilarious that people do that. But yeah, I think I have him as a friend, so it shouldn't be too hard to get. Where is Jackmove? Good old Jackmove Johnny. There he is. Good old Jackmove Johnny. Yo, I see my plan with this channel is shifting a little bit because I still want to talk about like my other channel is kind of used for like reviews now, like solely it's used for reviews, but I still want to talk about games, and I feel like this channel, I could do both. I think I need to start like scheduling at the beginning of the week, scheduling like the whole week, like Monday through Friday. Maybe 3 days we game, 2 days we talk about games. Uh, Monday and Friday maybe we talk about games, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we play games. I don't know, like Monday, like the beginning of the week, on like whatever was announced that day, and like Friday at the end of the week, like the little stuff. I feel like there's a lot of key components we could talk about. Like I don't feel like there is like a scenario where that like blows up in my face, because I do feel like in a way, you know, my bread and butter's always been discussing games. And I feel like I need to use that to my advantage more than I am right now. If that makes sense to you guys. I feel like when it comes to this, we good. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, man. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna get Jackmove here in a minute. I wanted to go live a little bit early. Because here's the thing, like, I feel like me and Jackmove have lived like the same lives, but on different counterparts. Like I don't. The only difference between me and him is like the We Lie Bros, because I don't do that series. I don't do anything like remotely close to that. But I guess you could count this like that. A little bit. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. We got PlayStation doing what they doing. There's a lot of genuine stuff that happens every week that I feel like we could easily talk about, like on a stand of like throughout the week. So I said Monday, Friday, and while we play games Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Seems probably like the best scenario, because I used to think like do like an hour every day of like breaking down what's going on in the industry and then moving on from that. But I feel like that's a lot to ask of me, because then we get on to playing the game, and I feel like by the time the game comes up, I'm gonna be like done with the actual gaming portion of it. Let me see how I sound. I don't know how I sound. I sound okay. I don't think I sound wild. Yeah, I think I sound fine. Let's see if Jack ain't got back to me yet. So we're going to get this conversation going. And the hard part is like expecting a chat to be consistent when I'm not consistent. Because I might be one of the most inconsistent people when it comes to streaming. Because I've been focusing a lot more on like reviews, things like that. I've been focusing a great amount on. And I think that like really hurts my chances of growing in this space. Plus, I feel like a lot of it's comfortability. Like comfortably sitting in this chair for hours at a time without feeling like I'm about to like croak over and die. I felt like I did this a lot easier when I was going to the gym every day, and I think I need to go back to that. The problem is like the gym is pretty. It's a hard commitment to make, realistically. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff going on. See how this conversation goes. I don't like particularly feel like there's gonna be any like back and forth between me and Jack. Jack's pretty much essentially always agreed with me when it comes to stuff like this. I'm waiting on there's a game that I want to review at the end of the month, and I don't think the review codes have went out for it, but I'm really interested to review it. If you guys know what I'm saying. See, it's like one of the hardest things to like do these things by yourself. like no one to like go back and forth from. It's a really hard conversation to have because normally like I'm used to like a podcast scenario where there's other people to like come back and forth with, but with these kind of scenarios, that's not really the case. It's strictly us talking and not hearing anyone in return. I don't want to just call him. He's not really like responded. I don't want to call him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's on the same time zone as me. Oh, here he is. I hate Discord's thing. It sounds crazy. Hello? Can you hear me, Jack? Jack got to get his stuff together. I'm an Xbox primarily, and once Xbox shuts down, I'm moving to PlayStation primarily. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit when Jack. I want to make sure that it's not a me thing. All right,
When I'm low?
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, what's good?
Nothing much, Jack. I felt like this particular conversation, I had to have it with you, because it's just like I really do. Like I be seeing you on the timeline, and I'll be like, "Yo, he getting the same treatment I'm getting, but it's on the PlayStation end." Like, dude, you ever seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
You remember when Cersei got dragged through the streets, butt ass naked, getting stones and shit thrown at her? I felt like
Shame,
that was me.
shame.
That was me all last year and the year before. It was like shame and not being thrown rocks thrown like big ass bruises on my back and shit. And then dude, I got summoned to Xbox court, Jack. I was summoned to Xbox
Damn.
court. Have you ever been summoned to PlayStation court?
Man, nah, man. I was already guilty by public opinion, though, you know?
Hey! That shows Xbox people a little bit more creative. We made a whole judicial system related to this shit. Where's PlayStation fans' creativity like that?
Well, you know, half them ain't got a brain to think with, so
Yeah,
they wasn't all the way there.
and they can't make me hardcore. And it's just like, dude. And what's funny is, it's just like you. Everything we said, it's like we're prophets. So, but we're talking from two different brands' perspectives.
It's bro. You get hated on for having common sense, bro. That's the funniest thing about it. Like, we saying stuff that's like, you know what I mean? If you have regular like logic, it should be common sense to you. That's what we got hated on, bro. And when it end up happening, they act like they the ones that said it. It's like, come on, fam. Come on, brother.
And it's just like, I don't understand, because people came at me when I had this concept where it's like, dude, if there's no reason to buy an Xbox because they take the exclusives, people's like, well, they got to make a reason when it comes to the features. What feature is worth buying a console over the other one? Like, because here's the thing, they're just using that. Oh, you gotta have a feature. I'm sorry, but this only works if everyone ditches exclusives. If there is consoles with exclusives, the consoles without exclusives is going to get hit harder because they have nothing to offer the general demographic that would get them in. No one's buying a platform for just features when other platforms share the same games with exclusives.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But I got called every name under the book. Oh, you don't know what you're doom and gloom. Oh my god.
They love that one, Doom. They love
Doom
that
and gloom. They call me Doom and Gloom addict. He not got nothing to say positive. It's like, first off, let's not act like the industry's in a good place where I got to be positive in general. The industry's in a shit place, and you're gonna sit here and tell me to be positive? It's like, what the fuck you mean positive? Like we seen studios get shut down every other day. key franchises I love getting sunset, and you're gonna tell me to be positive? And then you got platforms that are essentially dying, and it's just like, because I said, because people are like, oh, what's funny is I'm pretty sure you've heard it too on the PlayStation side. But Addict, they're making the most money they've ever made.
Oh, bro, they love that, bro. They love saying that shit, bro. Oh my god.
Obviously, everything's more expensive. It's easier to make more money when everything is 10 times as expensive as it was. When you're charging an extra $150 from a platform that you was charging this time last year, you're gonna make more money.
Hey man, common sense ain't common, bro. You know that's a popular saying. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, and then they'll say stuff like, well, it don't really add value to have exclusive games. I'm getting it on my PC. I never buy a PlayStation. It's like, well, yeah, if it was on PlayStation and not PC, you would be inclined to actually get a PlayStation, all right? Like, come on, fam.
The funny thing is, like, we got this stuff going on with the new head of Xbox. I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know if she's gonna go with no exclusives, not no exclusives. People like try to tell me it's impossible that she goes that direction. But I'm gonna be real with you, Jack, especially now that we're seeing Sony pull away a little bit from PC and just put games as a service and that's it. First off, and it's not just First off, it's not a matter of just, oh, they're only doing games as a service. The Marvel token game, Jack, is that on Xbox?
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, so it's like you said when it came to Bethesda. No, they about putting it everywhere but Xbox.
Pretty much.
These two, and what's funny is like, I love Colin when he says stuff like PlayStation doesn't consider Xbox a competitor. I'm like, I don't believe that, because if they truly felt that way, these games would come to Xbox. If they truly felt that they weren't a competitor, like they're still locking shit away from Xbox.
Yeah, I hate that argument too. I feel like they feel like everything is a competitor. To be honest, like, bro, you got to remember, just a few years ago when they made the PS4 Pro, they was like, we making this because people are migrating to PC at a rapid rate. You know what I mean? They made that to try to keep people on console. So how you say that just last generation and then 6 years later they not you know what I mean? Like we've been getting gaslit this whole generation, bro. I refuse to believe these people actually believe the shit that these companies are telling us, or that they trying to make us believe, bro.
Gaslit.
Yeah,
because it was like every week. Oh, I'm sure you've heard me being called the Mustard Heart General.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah,
I caught wind of that one.
What do they call you? They got you a little nickname, or is it just? See,
I'm
the doom and gloom person too, so don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I have multiple nicknames in this bitch. Okay,
they just hate me, man. I don't even know what I did so bad. And what's funny, Addict, the reason why people hate me is everything I said would only benefit the console user. You know what I mean? I'm saying things that I think would actually help people that purchase PlayStations. And the same people that purchase PlayStations is mad at me. Like, it got to a point where people were defending them putting games on PC. And now those same people are, oh yeah, they made the right move to reel back. And
the funny thing, it's like, okay, you're putting these games on PC, and it's like the Xbox thing. Xbox, when they first started. Because remember, I was on Press Start. We've been doing this too long. But I was on Press Start way back when they started releasing games on PC, remember? And they came at me, this is the greatest thing. And it's always hybrid. Yeah. It's always hybrid PC people saying this shit too, may I add. It's never strictly just console gamers saying this shit. It's always hybrid PC people that play a lot on PC and console. And they were saying stuff like, oh, and I will never forget it because we went back and forth, me and Kofi did. And then I left. And I remember listening to it. And then they kept saying, this and that. And then I remember you saying, wait a minute, you guys were just saying to Addict that, this doesn't hurt the system. But everything you guys saying, you're saying you don't need an Xbox. How does that not hurt the system? And that's okay. If your personal things makes it to where you don't need a console because you have PC and it's okay to be a PC gamer, like, yo, put your shit on my shit because I don't want to buy your shit. That's fine. Don't sit here and try to create this narrative when that's not the narrative. Like, for instance, there's multiple people I knew during the Xbox One generation. BG had an Xbox One because we used to play Halo 5.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
he does not have a Series S and X.
Nope.
And why? Because you put it on PC and you gave the PC gamers the opportunity to lead that ecosystem. And people said, oh, putting this game on more platforms is good for everyone. Since when? When are these games selling like that on PC? For every one Xbox game that sold well on PC, there's 5 that flopped.
Oh, that's a fact.
We have Sea Thieves did great. Penniman did okay, but that's Penniman. I'm sure you give them a couple quarters in that game. That game don't look like it costs too much to produce. Then you got Grounded. That game was probably already paid for. That was all profit. When's the last time you heard them say The Outer Worlds of Avowed did well on PlayStation? None.
Yeah, it is.
Because there are some games that are better used as a means to get people into your ecosystem on your hardware to get money from them in the back end with them buying shit in your store. And that's what people don't understand. They keep confusing a platform holder from a third publisher party. I don't understand why it's so hard to not grasp that. The whole point of a publisher, and this is the whole thing, when it comes to a publisher, they live and breathe off their games. They got to get their games to as many people as possible. They got to be able to take money for marketing stuff because they're trying to offset that cost as much as possible. The problem is, Jackmove, how many times in the past 5 years we've seen a third-party publisher speak well about being a publisher?
Not many.
Yeah, Capcom. That's it. That's literally it. The only time I hear about like a publisher doing well is Capcom. And there was a time where Capcom was about out of here too. It is just like EA just got bought by a private investor. Activision got bought by Microsoft. Ubisoft's always talking about going out of business every 5 days.
Yeah, they a disaster right now.
I just named the biggest publishers and they're all on the chopping block or been bought. And people are going to sit here and tell me that Microsoft is... See, here's the thing. I truly believe that Microsoft thought they were going to get into as many people as possible when it comes to like cloud. And I told from the start, no one wants to play. And people say, oh, well, the kids play shit on their phone. They don't play games on their phone. They play Roblox and Fortnite. That's it. Like, stop acting like because they're playing a couple selective games means that that's going to transform to everything. Because that's not the way this works. Very rarely do I see people playing on their phone when it comes to games like that. Anything else that's not Fortnite or Roblox. Like, it's just wild. And, like, yeah, I think because people are telling me, I'm going to be honest, Jack, like, Xbox don't follow suit, especially now that PlayStation's doing this. Like, it might call me doom and gloom some more, but I just don't see a way out of Xbox's predicament. And it's going to take more than exclusive titles. That's what Phil Spencer meant when he said you can't just make good games. Like, they had so many issues at the time. Games was one of them, but it wasn't the only issue. You can make an even argument it wasn't the biggest issue they had. Messaging has always been Xbox's issue. You never know what the fuck Xbox is doing. And that's what Phil meant by I can't just make Starfield be a 15 out of 10 game and fix my issues. It's not going to work. What you need is consistency. You go 5-6 years making maybe not game of the year contender games, but making good games like 80, 85s, and maybe sprinkle like that like little salt thing. Sprinkle some game of the year contenders. Then I think you might start getting somewhere. But the problem is you need consistency. I'm sorry, people try to tell me that Xbox can't compete with PlayStation. Bullshit. Absolute and total bullshit. Because at every point, first off, they did it in the 360. And people say, well, the after the 360 came out, the Xbox One came up, and the the PS3 beat the Xbox 360. Yeah, because the damn race was already over. The fucking person in the lead stopped running. Obviously, the person behind him could catch up easier. So
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that Xbox maybe does something in response to this, or do you think they're just gonna keep, you know what I mean, keep
yo,
going how they going?
wow, nigga, he said, "Damn, we got the only honest Xbox dude and the only honest PlayStation dude on the same podcast."
Hey man, it be like that sometime, Wall.
So what did you say again?
I said, do you think Microsoft might like do something in response to this, or do you think they just gonna keep, business as usual?
Here's the thing. I truly believe, will they go the exclusive route? I have no clue. They have done a huge, tremendous damage on their brand, and I don't. They're looking at a sizable amount of time looking in the future with this, because you could because just going exclusive is not enough to fix their issues by far. The brand is in the shit, because I personally think that Asha's inheriting Xbox in a worse spot than Phil did. Because when
Absolutely,
Phil inherited the Xbox, now you can make the arguments that Asha has better tools than Phil did, because Phil didn't have Bethesda and Activision Blizzard and King. You can make the argument that Asha has way better tools to get into a better position than Phil ever did. But I think as far as like the brand recognition, this is the worst Xbox has been brand wise since it released. By far. And the sales speak for itself. And it's just like, and people are like, Xbox is not shutting down. And no one's talking about Xbox shutting down, but here's my thing, Brother Grim Tales. I will tell you that, no, I don't think Xbox may be shutting down, may not be shutting down. I don't know what the future of Xbox holds. But I don't go in people's chats saying it's not shutting down, and I'm crazy for thinking it. Because I do think there's a chance both scenarios can happen. I'm not going to sit here and act like I have a magic ball. In my opinion, they have a lot of things that they can work with to get out of the situation they're in. And people tell me there's nothing Microsoft can do to even if they brought, like, even if you put everything on the table, there's nothing Microsoft could do. Bullshit. If Microsoft and Xbox was able to release good cadence of exclusive games for the next couple years, Jackmove I think you can agree with me. At the end of the day, when it comes to good games, gamers will fold like a paper bag. Sooner or later, here's the thing, it's not just the games though. They do go the exclusive route, it's about the messaging. Like, they got to have a moment that Jason Schreier just did, but they have to do it, where they have to come out, draw a line in the sand, and say, we're about exclusives, we're about making sure our ecosystem and our hardware is the best to play, we are about competing. And then they have to show that by not releasing shit on nothing. Now, obviously, PC, I think it's too little too late. These games are coming to PC. In my personal opinion, if they would remove them from PC too, it would make it even quicker. Because imagine if like Elder Scrolls 6 was only on Xbox, not PC, only on Xbox. The next Xbox would probably sell 3 or 4 million the first day. Because that is a very, very, very popular brand, and that appeals to a PC audience. And if you give them the ability to play that on the PC platform, why would they buy an Xbox? Now, would they do that? Probably not. I think at this point, now I think PlayStation wasn't done too long ago. PlayStation putting their Xbox has been putting their games on PlayStation a lot shorter time frame than PC putting their games on PlayStation putting their games on PC, and PlayStation just ripped all that shit off of that. So it's just like, don't tell me that it can't be done. Now, will they do it? I don't know. See, here's the thing. I got to know exactly what the motives of the new Xbox CEO is. If she's literally just in there to, smile, keep everyone happy while they siphon as much from the brand as possible and then sunset that shit at the end of the generation, then they wouldn't do that. But to me, in my personal opinion, and this is just me, Microsoft cannot get Xbox out of the situation they are in without at least console exclusives. It's impossible. You could sit here and you could spin me, especially if they put Steam on their own platform. That's the first shit she needs to do. Go in there and be like, no, all these other storefronts, they're out of this. Because, like, first off, that makes shit worse. How are you going to have multiple storefronts on a console and make money? That doesn't even make sense. You have anything to say, Jackman?
Oh yeah, I'm on the phone real quick. My bad.
Okay, you're fine. But it just, hold up. Grumpy said, Don Matrick is the catalyst for the fall of Xbox Game Pass and multiplayer was because of the terrible reveal of Xbox One. Yeah, and I get what you're saying on that. I'm not saying that, like, I do think Phil was able to put Xbox and Xbox in conversations that I'm not entirely sure if anyone else in that building could have done that. Phil was able to convince them to spend like $70 billion on the platform. That is not an easy conversation. Like, even if like that ultimately led to what happened to the Xbox platform, that's not an easy conversation. Like, we're talking about a lot of money here. Now, I do think people. No, but here's the thing. Grim tells that he's saying Xbox did that day one. It didn't work. Exclusives didn't matter. Jack, but by the time they got exclusives, what the fuck they do with them?
They put them on other platforms.
They didn't have exclusives. Now let's go back to the 360 era. Jack, tell me some exclusives that was on Xbox when they came out. It was at least timed exclusives. All kinds of shit. All kinds of exclusives. BioShock. Mass Effect. I think the first two was exclusive. Wasn't Dragon Age exclusive? The first one?
Might have been, yeah.
I can't remember that one specifically.
I think, you know, the thing about Xbox, man, this exclusivity thing, I think it can work, but honestly, Addict, if I'm the CEO, I'll be like, when you say only on Xbox, bro, I think it need to be only on. But the problem with it, they got so much money, like so much of their money revenue coming from the PC. You know what I mean? So like, damn.
That's why I said I'm not entirely sure if the PC portion maybe to make a middle ground, they do have a caveat where it's like, if they do decide to go the full, because I don't think full blown exclusivity is an option. I think that would be better for the brand, but I think they're too far gone.
Yeah,
But I do think if they are willing to have like a middle ground caveat to that, it's like, okay, we're gonna have, Elder Scrolls 6 or 7, I can't remember which one. 6. Elder Scrolls 6 is exclusive to Xbox. 6 months later, it comes out to PC. You'd be surprised. The right timed exclusives, motherfuckers ain't waiting 6 months to play it. I'm sorry. Motherfuckers are not waiting 6 months to play Elder Scrolls 6. Now that means if the game looks good. If the game looks bad, then they probably got a shit sandwich. PlayStation fans didn't buy an Xbox. Exclusives didn't work. Why would PlayStation people need to buy an Xbox? But by the time they started getting games, they ported them to PlayStation.
Yeah, I just bought a gaming laptop instead. I'm gonna be honest to play the games on Xbox.
That's my point. It's just like, I understand what you're saying, brothers. I do. You're saying that when they did, but I'm looking at the 360 era. They had plenty of exclusives, and they fucking won the generation. Now, obviously, like I said, you could argue that PlayStation caught up, but in my opinion, once that race is in and the next generation, that generation is done. It's like I said, like you're literally you are gloating that number 2 ran in front of number 1 when number 1 stopped running. Like they won. Now, okay, a year later that maybe they caught up to it, but it's just like, and no one's going to debate what the end of the 360 really hurt them when they didn't have what did they not have at the end of the 360 and PlayStation started catching up with them, Jack? What was that? Games. Was it exclusive games, Jack?
Absolutely.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, clever marketing and partnering up with big AAA titles is going to sell you more copies than more consoles than anything in this industry will. GTA 6 will probably sell more PlayStations than everything PlayStation has been put out this entire generation in 1 month. But there's a reason that PlayStation is in the situation they're in currently to get the kind of mainstream media that they need to get that type of shit, because they did exclusives. Like, look, we could argue that, you know, these games coming out to PC. I don't think it's like I said, like when you start inviting people out of your ecosystem, there is a trickle effect. They didn't feel it at first, but I've been saying for years, this is not a short-term thing. That was in the day. I'm 57 years. I've seen it all. But Grams, like, you can't. I don't like when people don't like. Okay, we will handle you in a second, my dude. Okay, I can't keep getting off guard. Okay, I gotta stay on topic. So my issue with the whole scenario when it comes down to it is just like there is. When it comes to, damn, what was I even talking about now? Oh yeah, the third party stuff. The third party stuff. GTA sells at least 2 million PlayStation 5s the day that bitch comes out. At least. And PlayStation was able to put themselves in that situation because with their exclusives and with their clever marketing together as a unit was able to become the place to go to play games on console. And because they have that crown and they're the most popular brand, when a game like GTA 6 comes out, what brand are they normally going to go for, Jack? The most popular one.
Yeah, it's like a default exclusive.
That happened during the 360 because the 360 was the most popular brand and people were just buying the shit because all their friends and everyone was everywhere they go they heard about that damn name. Once you get what I didn't who said what's the first person to hit 10 million wins the race? There was someone said that. Who said that shit? Was it Peter Moore that said that? I don't remember.
Might have been, sound familiar.
Yeah, so it's just like that. That's the point, though. The point is the exclusives and the way that the brand is handled is what decides who wins that generation. It's not just one or the other. Because consoles by themselves are. I mean, I couldn't even say that because people like to like throw. Not trying to put you off. Give us a spin. I love what you did. And I hear you, bro. And I'm not even saying that. Like, I understand your concept. You're saying they've had exclusives for a while, but it's not what like it didn't do anything. But what I'm saying is, let's just be honest. Xbox had exclusives, but Jackmove, do you think they really have many console sellers the past few years? Not really. You know, I would say the only one that came close to it was maybe Starfield. You know, that was a console seller, probably not a very strong one, but it had a lot of hype behind it. You know, Halo maybe, but I would even say Halo, even Halo Infinite by then, the brand was damaged a little bit, so it didn't hit the way it used to. Like, you know, there's a few things. I wouldn't even say, do you think Ghost of Yotai is a console seller?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think Ghost of Yotai is a console seller. PlayStation don't really got a whole lot of console sellers either, but the difference between them both is PlayStation didn't self-destruct their brand. Dude, this generation, PlayStation better get on their knees and pray to God that Xbox dropped the ball the whole generation. Because any other brand that had any other industry that had a remote thing of competitiveness, a competitor would get mollywopped the shit PlayStation's been doing this generation. Which is nothing. PlayStation has been doing nothing this whole generation. And the reason they've been able to do that is because they don't have competition. And people say, oh, you know, Nintendo. How do you feel about people saying Nintendo's exclusives doesn't count? And it's like the exception to the rule. I don't like that bullshit. I don't like that.
No, I definitely think they view Nintendo as a threat, not as much as Xbox. No,
I'm talking about the community when they talk about exclusives. They like to put Nintendo. They like to put Nintendo out of the conversation for some reason, and I don't get that. Nintendo is a fucking console holder.
You know why they do that though, Addict?
Because it doesn't fit their narrative.
Yeah, exactly. Porter Rock was talking about that earlier. It literally disproves everything they arguing against or arguing for. It shows you that exclusivity matters. Like nobody would be buying a Switch, bro, if them games was on PC. Like, come on, fam. Y'all know what's going on.
And that's my issue. It's like, dude, I don't like this. Here's the thing, like Nintendo is literally almost selling their platform on nothing but exclusives. And you're gonna sit here and look at me with a straight face and tell me that I can't count it? That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all. Like it, I,
See, another thing, Xbox, they really didn't even give themselves a chance to succeed because when they start getting all these devs and whatnot, they damn near went full third party right then. It's like
so
y'all didn't even give a chance to see what it would do. You know what I mean? Like being just console exclusive on Xbox.
so
Like
okay. So let's see. Diablo. Do you think they should have kept that exclusive or not?
I think they should have kept all that shit exclusive to be honest.
Well, I think Call of Duty's the exception.
No, no, yeah, yeah, COD, you got to release. Yeah,
There's certain games that the money's too good to pass up. Diablo, I'm kind of like in the middle, if that's one of those titles or not. I think it is a game that could easily be exclusive and it wouldn't hurt the ecosystem in any way, shape, or form, like the gaming ecosystem. But Doom, even though Doom was probably the weakest of the entries for all the Doom fans told me, I guarantee you there's probably 600,000 to a million people that love Doom enough, and if that was only on Xbox, they would have bought an Xbox for that game. Like, and that's the point. Like, you want to use these titles where it's not you're trying to get a massive amount of people on your platform. You want to force their hand, where it's like, damn man, it's like 3 games in a row that I want to play. I got to get that Xbox. Like, but the problem is when you put everything everywhere, and I have no fucking clue why Xbox did not see this coming because they acted so surprised when they at first. Now they kind of like, we expect this to go down quarter to quarter. At first, it was a look. It is what it is. Type like they were kind of panicking, and then it is what it is type of mentality. And it's just like I don't understand how anyone didn't see this coming. Like I truly don't believe like Jack. This is the only industry in the fucking world that for some reason exclusives is a bad thing. I
I know,
never
bro. I know.
I never
I blame,
go
I blame, I blame, I blame gaming journalists, bro. I really do. Blame gaming
explain
journalists. It's
explain
just
that
because
the
they
mindset.
always just saying they're just always saying dumbass shit. Like of course you're gonna have a bias. You're gonna have a preference where you play your games, but they do these talking points to where these dumbass readers read and like, yeah, I agree with them because I like them. Like, oh, this game is great, but imagine if it was on
Oh, you
PC
talk about
and we
toxic
didn't.
positivity.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
imagine this
you know
game
what's
was on
funny?
PC and everyone
I'm
could
pretty.
play it and like, get out of here, bro.
I've been saying toxic positivity since like fucking 2014, 15. Yeah, that's the crazy part. I swear I started that fucking term, like like in the gaming community, because I don't remember anyone talking about that shit till I started saying that all the time. Maybe BG. I'm pretty sure BG. I don't think people was using the word toxic positivity though. I don't know. Maybe that's just me reading into the shit too much, but it's just like I agree. Toxic positivity, especially the condition games you're in. There's a reason that developers feel like they have like a gold mine on their hand, and when the game comes out, it just flops because you had like a selective amount of people that was able to go over there and play that, like shook their head and said, "This is going to do well," and then you play it and you're just like, "Oh damn, like, what happened?" That's why like I get it, people because when I go to these events, let's say like Summer Game Fest, PAX East, I don't sugarcoat my shit when I talk to especially PAX East, Jack. Like I'll play a game and I'll just I'll pull the developer side. I'm like, this ain't it, man. Like because it's like I you gonna sit here and like shake your hand. Like I'd rather hear it from me than thousands of people on the internet. Like it's just like because I like the industry to do better, but it's just like you know that Lauren Fryer chick.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, she posted that the problem with the industry right now is like stuff like Concord and High Guard is like there's like a bubble around the developers,
Oh yeah,
and you
yeah, yeah.
can't get through the bubble because there's people protecting the bubble. And when there's no real feedback and no criticisms getting through the bubble, there's no changes because they think everything they do is hot.
Yeah, bro. I've been saying, bro, gaming, like I said, game devs, bro, are the most coddled professional on earth, bro. Like every time they do something wrong or they release something we don't like, yeah, it's usually met with, "Hey, man, it's okay, man. We'll get them next time, bro. I'm enjoying the game." Like people are just not honest and genuine with themselves. Like you said, when you don't like a game, you test out. You look, "Hey, bro, this ain't all the way there." You know what I mean? You can
And
do some work
sometimes
to
it'd
this.
be
Like,
small shit, but the problem is no one's telling them the small shit. Enough
nope,
small shit can make big problems.
that's a fact. That's
And
a
it's
fact.
just like that's why I like you know another good practice of like people be using real, feedback is you look at something like Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, they built that game with their community for like a year and a half to 2, and they got a game of the year because of the shit. Like, oh, you guys don't like that? Because obviously that there is a middle ground. You have to really decide whether or not you're making the right choice. Because sometimes you ask 1,000 people, there's a good chance that maybe 300 of them are full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're loud. So unless you figure out, this isn't good for my game, that's a hard thing to do. To take criticism and realize what is good for your game and what are people just bitching about that's nothing. And I don't that's a hard situation, but I don't think that conversation is done enough. I think developers are kind of like catered to just agree with everything. And it's just like, and then I feel like developers also that, we have multiple scenarios where they're biting against back at the gamer. And I'm not saying developers don't need like a personality or be able to defend themselves, but it's just like just keep your mouth shut, my dude. Like, cause it's just like, I can assure you, you're not going to win. Dude, I've been on the internet for 10 fucking years. Actually more than 10 years, like 12. I ain't won one battle against the internet. Have you, Jack?
I like to feel like I have.
Realistically, we ain't won shit. We lived. We survived. Like, it's like we didn't win shit because
no, but once a narrative get out on you though, it's kind of you can't really shake them. You know what I mean?
Dude, I have been going in on Xbox for a decade, and I'm an Xbox shell. Don't matter what I do.
See, exactly. Yeah, once you get a certain like stigma around your name,
that's what I'm saying. I ain't won one fucking battle in 12 years on this bitch. It ain't happening. Look, the internet remains undefeated. It don't matter what you do. It's undefeated. It will, because once the dogpiling shit starts, I'm sure you've been dogpiled on the internet.
Oh, of course.
Getting used to it, like
that's a weekly event, yeah, man.
No, I see. I've calmed down on my shit, so I don't experience it weekly anymore. Yeah, but
shit.
I'm sure you. How bad are they coming at you right now, Jack?
Right now, it's surprisingly not too bad. Actually, I'm getting like PC. I feel like I'm getting PC gamers mad at me because I was like, they ain't want to use the PSSI in the ends. That's the only thing people mad at me about right now, but I ain't tripping off that.
You kind of like me right now, where you're on like a little bit of a high. I've been on a high for a couple months now. I'm gonna be real, because it's like everything I said happened. So what?
Yeah, I'm feeling good right now, man. I'm definitely feeling good right now, man.
Everything I said happened.
Watching people backpedal and shit, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I even saw Kofi backpedal with you.
Kofi. Hey man, Kofi tweeted me today, man, and said I was right, man. I appreciate that from Kofi, man. That's the homie.
I will admit, Kofi is always down to admit when he's in the wrong about something.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, I've seen, he's not like Smooth and refused to pay a bet or something. But which that's funny. Smooth. Let's say that like this, because here's the thing: when it comes to like this change on Xbox, I do feel like something's changing. I don't know what it is. Because if they were going the exact same direction they were going, Sarah Bond would be in charge right now. Like, to me, you don't change the leadership this drastically if you keep doing the same shit.
That's a good point.
You don't need these people if you're doing the same shit. Something has changed internally. I don't know what it is. See, Smooth. You know what's? I'm actually glad Smooth's off the Xbox thing, which is funny. Smooth's in the PC community now. Now the curse of Smooth can be over there on PC. You think Smooth had y'all cursed? Okay. What happens if Smooth goes over to PC and now Xbox starts evolving?
He the new crap gamer. Then in that case, the crap gamer curse has been going around all these years.
Dude, Smooth. I saw Smooth voted against the people who like he said someone, I don't know who his team was at the Super Bowl, but his team that he said was going to win at the Super Bowl lost.
He's a Patriots fan. Yeah.
Dude, it is interesting. Almost everything I've ever seen Smooth do has lost. Like, almost everything I've ever seen Smooth do has lost. Smooth is like I've seen people be like, yo, I need play these lottery tickets. You know, like he's like, what did Bond used to do? He said he gonna play. He gonna bet on UFC or something to make Smooth bet against the other.
Oh yeah. Whatever you bet on, he ain't want Smooth to bet against it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, how you feel about Smooth? Good on Smooth going to PC the way he has. Because I'm gonna be real with you, like, I'll be like Smooth, jump on here and play Reanimal with me. Man, I got to get my Xbox. Like, yeah.
I feel like Smooth. He seemed a little bit happier, man. I ain't gonna lie. He seemed like he been messing with the PC a little bit. Like he enjoying it.
His shit glows and shit. Like my PC I got from NZXT. They sent me one, and it's a good PC. I can't remember what's like in the computer itself, but it's like equivalent like a 4070 on the AMD. The laptop that HP sent me is fucking bonkers. She's got like 5080 in it.
I didn't know you got something laptop. That's fire.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, shout out to HP, man. That Omen, it hit different. I played all of Resident Evil 9 on that shit.
See, people be hating on gaming laptops. I told them, man, it's a nice experience, man. They be hating.
I will say, you tripping for the shit you be doing. Like you could easily get a PC and like hanging it up on the wall or something and just use it for editing and stuff and still game on your PC when you want to.
Nah.
Like I do feel like a lot of the core issues you be having is because you play portable all the time. Like because
I thought that was true too but Blaze, bro, you know Blaze.
Yeah,
like when I'm streaming and they mess up, they be like, "Oh, bro, you gotta get off that laptop, bro." Blaze go to stream the same exact thing that happened to him. I'm like, bro, it's not like I don't know, fam. These programs be tripping.
I ain't gonna disagree with you on that either. I've been playing Enchanted Arms on Xbox. Probably after me and you finish this, I'll probably finish the stream playing that a little bit. I don't know, like I make content differently now. I've been sticking a little bit more towards shorts. Have you seen any of my shorts pop up on your feed?
Your shorts, have I? Damn.
Yeah,
I know Blaze was talking to me about one of them. I might have. I honestly don't remember.
Well, if you don't watch shorts really at all, you probably won't see them pop up.
I don't watch them as much as I used to.
Yeah, but
I mean, they still pop up though.
So I've been like doing like a 2-strike approach now. So I'll make like a review, a long form review, and a short form review. So
you know what? Now that I did see one of your shorts the other day. Hold on, let me go look. I'll tell you which one it was. Now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, well, one of them, it might be that Resident Evil one.
Hold on, it was damn, what was it? Yeah, when you was talking about how many reviews they had on each platform. Yeah, that was
okay.
it actually.
So yeah, that.
Yep.
So let me tell you some of these numbers because like I'm finding my lane a little bit, and it's in the ACG lane, the reviewing lane. Which what's funny is my oldest playlist on YouTube is reviews. Like that's always something. That's the reason I made a channel is to review games. But I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know how I became an Xbox channel. I blame Diller Gaming. That's who I blame. I blame Diller Gaming. Which I don't regret it because I did grow a lot. I like doubled my size in 1 year doing it. And you can make the argument about that, like size doubled, it would be harder for me to grow now. Because not everyone I lost a lot of subs last year. Did you lose subs like these PlayStation people unsubbing to you?
A little bit. It just depends on what I'm talking about.
I had a drainage. Like a straight up drainage. Like ridiculous. Hold up. Let me show you. This. I'll show the whole. So this is my. Let me show my screen on Discord. All right. Do you see this?
Let me see this. Yeah.
All right. Let me show my this on the screen too. I gotta make my shit a little bit smaller. All right, let me do that again. All right, so if you look here, this is when I started. June the 12th, 2014 is when I started YouTube. Okay? And then, I didn't really make content a whole lot. Like this is like every now and then content. Look how long it took me to get 100 subs. Like damn, damn, it didn't take me long, did it?
No, not really. No.
That's actually kind of
Was it a
impressive.
couple months? Yeah, I ain't that
Yeah,
bad.
a lot of it didn't take me long. So this is when I really started making content in 2020. It was just a little bit of content. It's like maybe 2 or 3 videos a month, not drastically. And this is when I started saying I need to take content creation more serious. So it was February 3,754, and then it was in one.
Mm.
It was like a 1 year time frame. I like doubled my subscriber base, and then if we go to 2025, look at this shit, Jack.
Now where level out at?
Yeah, look, I'm losing them as quick as I'm gaining them.
And what you was saying back then, man, had them people upset
It
like
was the
that.
Xbox shit.
No, that was
Like
that Must Have Heart
I was
situation. Man.
losing my Xbox audience and gaining a newer audience. Last year I took more of initiative to make reviews. That's what, and then you see after I started doing that, like you see it going up a little bit more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then this year, like I'm still doing the reviews, but I'm doing the shorts too. And this is just and at the beginning, like I've almost got the amount of subs I gained last year already, and it's just the third month. Because if you like look at March, well, no, we have to look at February.
Oh,
Because
yeah, you was getting a lot of subs. Damn.
what I'm doing is I'm also doing I'm also doing shorts as well, and that's definitely helping me out. I have to admit, because the problem with the shorts is like, let's say what I'll do is I'll make a short, like well, for instance, Dragon Quest. I reviewed that on February the 2nd. This is one of my most successful review, Jack. How high, how many views do you think it got?
I'm gonna say 25K.
Yeah, no, 15K.
Okay, 15K. That's
Yeah,
good.
so that is like, I think the one below that was like 11 or 12. So then
Shit, them good numbers. Shit.
yeah, so I did that, and then I was like, you know what? Let me. It's a lot more work. Don't get me wrong, to make shorts, but let me make the same content I just did, but consolidate it down to like a 45 second to 2 minute. I usually do 2 minutes on reviews on shorts, and I did that on the same game, same content, just quicker, more quick to the point, and I did that on Dragon Quest 7 too. What do you think that got?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna say 20.
37,000.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I gained off of the 15,000 one. When it comes to subs, I gained 69 subs, and the short one I gained shit. I gotta find it now. Yeah, there it is. I gained 63 subs. So off one game, I gained like 120 subs.
Mm.
And that was just one bit of content. So then I was like, okay, let me try it more, because I am doing this Attic revisit shit too. That's something new. I don't know how that's gonna go in the long run. So then I did High in Life 2. Now this only got 4,770 views, but it gained me 14 subs. Okay, but the
Hmm.
short version of it got 6,494 views, and it gained me 10 subs. So once again, one review, I essentially doubled the amount of people that's following my channel. And then I did Resident Evil 9. Now the review itself is about to hit. It looks like it's about to hit 3,000 views. So I'm thinking, first off, Capcom gave it to me like the day before it came out, which was unfortunate. But I wasn't gonna like kill myself to play that before the embargo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just played it at my own pace. Then I did the short after I did the regular video because I wanted to get the video out to premiere it after IOP, which you should start doing that. Anyone that's making videos on Weapon Wheel, you should premiere that video after Weapon Wheel. So it sends the people
rebroadcast.
watching. Yeah, what it will do is like you know how like you can raid people.
Yeah.
You can raid premieres too. It just doesn't have to be live streams. So I would raid IOP. On IOP, I would raid my own review from IOP. So I'm like, okay, 3,000, I'm good with that. Jack, what do you think the Resident Evil Requiem short review is doing?
Ooh, I'm gonna say about a good 7,000.
32,000.
Damn.
With 1,500 likes.
Oh wow.
Angry Therapist.
You doing numbers then.
Yo, Addict, haven't seen you in a while. I appreciate it, Angry Therapist. I'm gonna do better. I promise. Ask Jack. Like, I already do a lot. Like, I maintain a channel. I do a podcast.
You do a lot in the background too, though. That's what they don't understand.
I do a lot of the editing stuff in the background, but I do got to do a better job at prioritizing my own personal growth over everyone else's growth. So I will be doing better on that. It's semi thing I'm gonna do. But
it's hard to have a regular streaming schedule, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. Like
it's almost impossible,
man.
Like
especially if you like want a game on your own time, or you got other shit you got going on in real life. Like, bro, it's hard to stick to a schedule, bro.
What I've been trying to is like my main channel. I'm gonna make that a review channel. I'm gonna review older games. S Scarecrow 5020 loving the shorts Addict. I appreciate it. That's what I'm about to talk about. So like I played Resident Evil 4, played through the whole game on Addict Arena. That's my streaming channel. So then what I did is I took all that content and I said, let me make shorts off of Resident Evil 4. Ada Wong deserves her own game. I did the merchant from Resident Evil. Do you play Resident Evil 4, right?
Yeah.
You know how like the merchants in there, like, what are you buying? Like, I made a video. It's like, yo, this is probably one of the most captivating people in the damn game. We know nothing about him. Like, why is all the people here know he's helping you? Why ain't they killing his ass? Like no one's touching him. What's going on? Like, I'm making videos like that. Lady Demetrius, because I played Village, and I made a video that's like, yo, she was bad, disappointing. And what I've noticed is it's getting me the audience of those perspective niches, like people that like Resident Evil. And, what am I gonna do with a bunch of Resident Evil fans? I don't know, but I like they're here. You know what I'm saying? Because I would say that I'm not like a Maximilian. People that are known for Final Fantasy and like Resident Evil and. Man, what the hell is that dude not known for? He's known for Call of Duty too. But like, I'm not known for everything, but it's just like, I would like to be known for everything. If I want to be a variety streamer, I need to get a variety amount of people. So,
yeah, that's true.
And plus, motherfuckers be making me play games. I think that's a lot of people don't realize how stressful this content creation shit is. Like,
definitely stressful because you can't make everybody happy at the same time. You know what I mean? You gotta,
we know that from people used to always say Addict and Jackmove is the opposite sections of this console stuff. I was like, yeah, we like. What's funny is people call me and Dirt yin and yang, which actually me and you are yin and yang. Like, because you should see all me and Dirt Gregory. We had a podcast.
Yeah,
they wanted me to call that shit Every and Ivory, the yin and yang podcast, like. Like they be funny with that shit, but it's just like, and what's funny is like I know you're speaking from a true person that just loves the ecosystem, and you just want it to do good, and it's just that's where I was. Like people, Addict, you hate Xbox. No, it's quite the opposite. I want the Xbox to do is the best it possibly can do, so I don't have to worry about studios getting shut down and IPs getting shelved and the brand, and we're not going to invest in accessories. Like, I want people to invest in the stuff like Killer Instinct. Like, it's just like that's what I want.
You get called a grifter when you do that though. When you want the best, you get called a grifter. And bro, like I said, me and you, bro, we don't never say nothing that's like counter like it's always pro consumer shit, right? It ain't like we saying something that's gonna mess us over,
I
and
think
we
the most
still get hate, bro.
anti-consumer things we do say is probably exclusives because that is anti-consumer. But here's the thing.
Man, but the consoles shine they brightest when they
Oh,
got exclusives
but
though.
no one's disagreeing with that. But some anti-consumer stuff is necessary in certain areas. Like it's like I said, exclusives is in every industry. It doesn't matter what it is. Exclusives. I don't go expecting to watch The Boys on Netflix. I know I can't watch The Boys on Netflix. I know that subconsciously. I can't watch The Boys on Netflix. I don't go to McDonald's wanting a Whopper. I know I can't get a Whopper from McDonald's. I know I got to go to Burger King for that shit. So I've never understood this concept of, dude, porn even has exclusives. Fucking porn.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
mean to tell me that gaming can't have exclusives? It's wild the amount of people, and I don't look. There's people in the Xbox community that's just giving up, and I cool with that. Here's the thing, and I don't know about you, Jack. I have never told someone that their opinion is invalid or wrong unless they come at me
No,
first.
yeah.
It's like, look, I get it. You think exclusives? I've always said the future with exclusives. I will say. It started coming off my high horse a little bit when Helldivers had Xbox. Because then I started thinking, damn, maybe exclusives really are out the door. Because now, Helldivers wasn't enough to make me have that opinion 100%. But it was enough to make me think it. You know what I'm saying? $2 super chat, Angry Therapist, man, I miss you and Dirt on a podcast. It was mad fun. Yeah, I miss Dirt, good old Dirt. We
I ain't know y'all had a pod together.
No, it was the
Never
Attic
heard
Show.
this one. He was on that?
Yeah, the Attic. Dirt was on the Attic Show with me for like a year and a half.
What's that other one? We Bleed Green. Didn't he have that joint too?
Yeah, I like Dirt. I like Dirt.
No, yeah, he cool. He cool.
Yeah,
He was on Weapon Wheel. He was on Weapon Wheel plenty of times before.
out of all the Xbox people, I got. If you got my personal phone number, I fuck with you. Fuck with you. There's very few people in this space that's got that. And like Smooth, obviously the people from my own podcast, BG. I got BG's number. I don't think that's very. I don't think that happens very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like because I'm gonna be real, and I'm sure Jack can appreciate that. It's just there's a lot of fakeness out there, dude. Like it's just so unreal. That's why like people can go at Paris Lily all they want. He's been one of the biggest supporters that I've ever had. I can hit him up with any kind of question. Don't matter what it is. He never gatekeeps. Not one time. There'd be people I hit up just asking a question. Leave me on red. And it's just like, Hip Hop Gamer, another person. Hit him up. Never gatekeeps. It's just like, and that's rare in this industry. And I'm not even saying, like if you just got into a room, because, we definitely if, like you just got somewhere new, you want to make sure you secure your shit before you start inviting other people into the room. Makes sense. But there be motherfuckers that are established in this room to the point where they're sitting down on a throne at the top and still refuses to let motherfuckers in the room.
No, that'd go.
And then they'll be like, nah, I want my people in the room. And then when their people comes to the room, I want their people in the room. And their people comes to the room. Nah, we good. Like, it's like, fuck y'all guys, man. Like, because it's like, the part that's irritating, man, I want to review games. And it's just like, I get so sick and tired because the way the industry moves makes me feel like unless I like completely simp for a game and like, kind of like practice the toxic positivity, I'm just never going to get taken serious when it comes to reviewing games. Now, there's companies that fuck with me, that give me the games, but just as well as I do, like, if I want to review games to be taken serious, I got to have as much access as I can possibly get. And that's not easy because, I will say I'm in a better position than I used to be, and I'm grateful. I'm able to work with companies and get a games like a couple days before they come out, and that's fun. That's cool, and I love it. But it's just like, dude, I'm getting too old to sit there and play for like a game 10, 15 hours at a time. Like, it's just like, it's not in me anymore. Yeah, I could do it if I absolutely had to, but you don't have any, and I'm sure you could talk with this, Jack, how useful it is when you get something like 2 weeks before it comes out.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the amount of more time that you can focus on something is simply mind-boggling. I got Dragon Quest VII for a complete fluke. You know, I was gonna get the game, but I got it complete fluke, and I was able to get it like 2 weeks before it came out, and it was nice knowing that I did not have to beat this game in 2 days. But I'm a little bit more open to reviewing games now. Like as long as I'm like a week out of the release launch window, I'm pretty good. I played Octopath Traveler like 2 or 3 weeks after it came out. You know what game got me doing that, Jack?
What's that?
I had one morning I woke up and I didn't know what to make a video on. Made a video. I bought Bravery Default, whatever that long ass name is. That's on the Switch too.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was sent to me. So I played it, and it was like a month after that game came out. And I was like, there ain't nothing. I was like, let me review this game. I'm thinking this game gonna bomb, like no views. But it was just me trying to get a little bit more of an established on the review scene. Shit did like 5,000 views a month after it came out, and then I just started thinking maybe I'm like overshooting this like access thing. I do think it's extremely important. You know, my Resident Evil 9 video looked like it's going to settle probably at like 3,500. But if I got that review code and I was able to release it at embargo, there's no doubt in my mind that shit wouldn't be at like 5 to 9 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I got to fight my way up. Once you get into the access room, you realize, shout out to Doc Dark, there's levels to this. There's levels to access. Just because you get review codes don't mean you get it when everyone else does. There's literally levels and like priority lists of people getting review codes. So even though that you it's hard to like interact with these people and not sound entitled. Cause it's like, damn, man, like if I just you just give me this opportunity. Cause right now, actually, we might have to talk after the podcast. I'm trying to get Life is Strange. I really love that game. Like that game, you know, there's not a lot of games that really get some emotion out of me, but that first Life is Strange, I was like,
That's classic. This is classic.
I was fucked up at the end of that shit, Jack. I was like, damn. Like, had to sit there and just like think. What's funny is I watched your reaction, and you had something that came up, and you missed the whole concept.
Yeah, my fucking stream crashed, bro, right before it happened.
Yeah, so you know, we like however you're correct. He could be full. No, see, I like Dirt because Dirt don't take anything he says serious. Dirt is kind of like King David. He's just entertainment. Like he's just trying to make people laugh. Like you think like King be going 100% with this console war stuff? King just be trying to make people laugh. Like he's trying to, like, you know, sometimes King go a little too much, and I think, you know, he like right now he thinks that Wolverine's coming for PC still. So you know, J-Dub I saw on his stream try to like trap him. But you know, King he be joking, man. He be joking. Sometimes he be a little too much, but you know that King just wants to make people laugh and be entertaining. And people be reading into his shit too much. And that doesn't mean that, like, I'm sure me and you both have made some mistakes in the way we come across and stuff. You know, I threatened to kill someone. Right? I mean, fucking Jackmove said he was going to take a 6-hour road trip. So, like,
yes, sir.
We kind of did the same thing, just different words. You know, see that. You know, what's funny is Chris Righteous. That's the dude I threatened. Yeah, Chris Righteous.
Yeah, that's the homie, yeah.
And I apologized to him because afterwards, and I calmed down, I was like, yeah, I was bugging. I was fucking bugging. And I apologize for that shit because that's not to this day, people still be bringing that up. Not as much anymore, but to this day, people bring that up. Oh, you okay, addict? You know, a lot of people I don't think saw that. Thank God. Yeah, I had some power and had that stream pulled off the internet. but you know, I was bugging. I don't even know why I did that shit. I saw red, and then I went at it with Grind Your Gears over him.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Dude, people don't realize how long we've been doing this shit, Jack.
Too long, goddamn, too long.
I've been doing this since 2014, and you was here during the Skype wars.
Yeah, man. Sheesh.
A lot of people probably don't even know what the fuck Skype wars are.
No, hey, them days wasn't meant for everybody, man. Only the strong survive them, bro. That shit was crazy.
Look
For
at Angry
sure.
Therapist. Wolverine's on PC right now. You guys are ridiculous. That is not the same. Having a broken stuff is not the same than having a game naturally and natively on the platform. That's like saying everything from Nintendo is on PC because it can be emulated. It's not the same. First off, all that shit's illegal. I'm not going to sit here and morally tell you what to do and what not to do. Live your life, but let's not get it twisted, okay? I don't think Wolverine's coming to PC. I don't. I think that's a wrap. Because I
feel like they're gonna go back in.
If Ghost of Yotai and Suros are only gonna be on PlayStation, there ain't 0% chance that Wolverine shows up on PC.
Yeah,
I think that's a wrap. Those games. And here's the thing: like PlayStation, I think as time went on, they started seeing less and less active users that would normally buy these games. They started seeing a little bit of a leakage. Now, it wouldn't even have been a lot, but it was enough to make them realize this is not the right decision. It's like, okay, we used to, make X amount, because that's the thing. People always be looking at this at like an aspect on what they make, but it's like that's not the way PlayStation's looking at this. They want to keep people. They don't give a fuck about Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2 sales. They care about that game to get you in the ecosystem so you buy Resident Evil Requiem. Because how much do they have to put into Resident Evil Requiem, Jack? How much money did PlayStation have to put up for that, Jack?
No, did they?
0. They got that money for nothing. And what they said, it already sold 5 million. Half of it was on PlayStation or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Let's just say 2 million and not half, and 2.5 million. 2 million. Well, hold on. Let's do a little math, because they get 30% of that sucker, and that's just the standard edition. I'm sure a lot of people bought higher versions than that, but let's just do 2 million times point. No, that I'm doing this wrong. I have to find out what is $18 for every copy. 2 million times 18. They made $36 million off of one game that they didn't do shit for. And that's just right now. And that's not to mention any kind of microtransactions, because they have little bitty microtransactions, like you can buy some of the shit in the store. Nothing major. But, Jack, they made $36 million and didn't do shit.
About right. That's how they like to do it.
$36 million off one title and didn't do shit. And people are going to tell me they didn't make... How many games do you think they made? What do they normally sell Spider-Man on PC? What, $40?
Something like that.
And what do they sell? Like 1.5 million?
I don't even. I read earlier today it was $800K for Spider-Man 2.
$800K, okay.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2.
32 million. They made more money off a game they didn't even make. Well, they made the same. They made the same amount of money off a game they didn't even make than they made off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the part that's wild about that is they didn't have to do shit. And this isn't just Resident Evil. GTA's coming out next year. Well, this year.
That's making way more than that.
Let's say they charge $80 for that bitch. So that's $24 they gonna get for this son of... Actually, I think I fucked up. Oh, yeah, I fucked up. How isn't Resident Evil $70?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I fucked up. It's $70. Not I said it was $60.
Oh shit!
It's more money, $21. And I said they sold. And keep in mind, I was being reserved. I said that they only sold 2 million, and that's probably not realistic. They probably sold more than that. 42 million. They made more money off of off of that game they made off their own shit.
Doing less work.
And,
Yeah.
and let's just be honest here. Like they're gonna make $80. They're gonna make $24 a pop off of GTA. And what do you think a rough estimate you think they'll sell on PlayStation is?
GTA,
Let's say
shit.
first month. Let's just do the first month.
First month, I'm gonna say at least 15 million.
15 million. They're gonna make $360 million off of shit they didn't do nothing for.
Yeah, that's light work right there. GTA, you know that's gonna sell crazy.
And not to mention, we're not talking about microtransactions. None of that. And the problem is when you offer people other alternatives to buy your game somewhere else, they don't need your hardware no more. So you literally, let's say that they went hardcore day and date. You think if they went hardcore day and date, you think they'd sell 15 million copies of GTA at the end of the year?
No.
Hell no.
Bro, that shit would have been DOA, bro. That PlayStation brand would have been DOA if they would have did that shit, bro.
They probably still would sell a good amount because it's not on PC day and date. But I mean, we don't know. They might release that shit on PC at this point. I don't know. That's not generally how Take-Two goes. But I'm not going to sit there and just act like I know for a fact it's not coming.
I think it's probably a year and a half away being on PC.
Resident Evil so not a 5. Yeah, but see, I only put 2 million because they said. Actually, I think it's a 56% was sold on PlayStation. But I only put 2 million, so I didn't even put how much it was actually sold. So it's just like, dude, like it's. I don't understand how people don't understand that.
They being willfully ignorant. It's to the point where I just gotta hope that they being silly, like they know what's really going on. If not, it's bad, bro.
And the problem with this stuff too, Jack, is just like when I would argue with the Xbox people, I'm like, look, we both want the same thing. I focus more on the hardware than you guys are. Why do you have such an issue with the fact that I think Xbox's games is in the best place it's been ever since the fucker was created. I love my time on Xbox these days. Well, the games, not maybe the hardware as much. What's funny is like they be acting like all kinds of shit and like, motherfucker, I still got an Xbox right the fuck there. Has anyone ever told you to leave Xbox if you're PlayStation if you're so unhappy?
Oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, they love that. They love saying that shit.
It's just, what if a new PC exclusive comes and pulls gamers off a console? Do you think companies will revert back to the strategy? The problem is there's been plenty of those games on PC, and they've never really been able to like dramatically grab people off a console audience. Because
usually when a game is real popular on PC, though, it ends up coming to console eventually.
Yeah. And I'm not saying those, like Tarkov was one of those games that was really big. I remember Showdown when that came out, got a lot of traction. And you got to think a lot of these games, first off, no real single player games only on PC. Like there's no real PC exclusives like that. Now, if Steam starts launching exclusives to make the Steam machine sell more, then we'll have a conversation. You know, if Half-Life 2 comes out, Half-Life 3 comes out exclusive, and Portal 3, then we'll start having a conversation. Because I do think, because there is I do believe the rumors that Half-Life 3 is a thing, and it's supposed to be exclusive to the Steam ecosystem. So, you know, I guess that's going to be okay, though, Jack.
Oh, you already know that. You ain't going to say shit about that. But Valve in the situation like you was talking about with the Resident Evil, like, look how much money they making off not doing shit. Like, just providing a storefront, so... They ain't never got to make another game down, won't you?
And the reason that they're in that kind of situation is because they're not competing. Like, they don't have to compete. They're so gigantic in the PC market. Like, they got PC fanboys that generally don't believe they're fanboys. Like that's how much they brainwash people.
Yeah, that's a fact too. Yeah, being a fan of Steam and Nvidia, they do that all day. But the minute you say you prefer something, oh, look at this fanboy. I'm like, bro, do you hear how you talk, bro?
And you know what I've noticed? The new thing is, Jack, and I don't know if you've seen this. The new thing is because I remember like last year I pointed people out because I saw people acting crazy over the Super Bowl, and I quote tweeted and I said, and people tell me Xbox and PlayStation fanboys are bad. Do you know how many people got in their feelings because I pointed at something out? Because like here's the thing, like it's kind of like socially acceptable to make fun of like gaming fanboys because it's considered childish or anything. But when you start making it a little bit more real to the PC, the audience here, because a lot of the people that will look down on you for console warring, they they'll go to war for their favorite football team or their favorite
Oh, yeah, of
basketball
course.
team. So it kind of
Favorite
makes
car brand, all that. They got
yes,
yeah. Everybody
they
gonna
get
have a
put in a
preference, bro.
situation where it's like if I have to accept one, I have to accept the other, and it's just like nah, dude. Like here's the thing, I do think that we are getting to the point where some people are being disrespectful, like in a really negative way. But until you hit that disrespectful thing, your console war off, king. Like, this is not king, but you can console off, my dude. Like, I ain't going to sit here. Who am I to tell people how to make content? Like, I'm not particularly the biggest fan of like, oh no, it's Alex videos because I don't really care for videos about like console war stuff. But at not one time have you ever seen me try to like convince Alex not to make those videos because that he likes doing that. So go off, Alex. Yeah, like I don't care. Like I'm a I'm a 57-year-old fanboy. Fuck PlayStation. Dude, I feel you,
Respect it.
man. See,
I respect it.
I feel like that energy is okay, and I don't understand when we got to the point where it's not. Like it's just like if
No,
you
gaming started with console wars and like gaming is based off competition, bro. Like it's got invaded by a whole bunch of people that want to kumbaya, no like competition is always gonna be when stuff strives, bro. Like when nobody got nothing to compete against, creativity dies at that point, bro. Like, and we was headed that way. We still might be headed that way. Like, what's funny too, Addict? These past 6 years, when everybody been getting along and that you could play anything everywhere, these been some of the worst 6 years in gaming history from a business standpoint. How much shit closing and getting canceled, and you acting like it just, they acting like it's lollipops and fucking raindrops going around. Like it's been a horrible generation for the game industry as a whole. Like, but don't nobody want to admit that. It's crazy.
yeah, I do feel I feel like this generation's been fun for me, but I can understand people, feeling it's been
I mean,
very
it's
underwhelming.
still been good games coming out, but as far as like business, why, like you said, look, all the biggest third party devs and damn near either went under or had to sell themselves. Like it's crazy.
And that's why it's just like I never understood like people went at me hardcore, like crazy. Like some of the people coming at me, it's like motherfucker, you wouldn't say I had death threats weekly at one point, like early on in that shit. Yeah, people, you just think about that. Like you feel so strong about this console stuff, you feel like someone shouldn't live because they have a
I
difference of
don't.
opinion.
I don't really get death. I get the I hope you die of heart disease or I hope you kill yourself. I don't really get death threats. Like they want me to like do it myself. Like so I guess
Well,
they trying to be nice.
I consider that death threats too. So like,
I mean, they
because
definitely want me dead.
if they try to accumulate to me dying, like, it's
They
like,
want me to get struck by some natural causes or some shit. You know how they be doing, man.
but see, that's wild to think about. Like, someone hates you that much that they're gonna they want you dead. They want you dead, like not living.
That's it's kind of funny when you think about it, man. Like we talking about games, bro. You want me dead, bro? Like cut it out. That
Oh,
shit funny.
over what games?
Over
Oh,
an opinion. That's the crazy part.
yeah. But what you been playing before we end this, Jack? What you been playing?
Uh, Me and Blaze just wrapped up Reanimal. We played it twice, got the
How'd you
platinum.
like
I'm
that
playing
game?
Fire,
Me and
pure
Steve played
fire.
that before it came out.
Yeah, game fire. What else I've been playing? I've been playing Ghost of Yote. I kind of got burnt out on Ghost of Yote because I was doing so much side content, but I got like 40 hours in that. Um, Been playing that. Been playing Sons of Sparta is the main game I've been playing right now. Listen, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself for Sons of Sparta. I can't recommend it. I can't recommend it at 30 though. They should put the game on PS Plus. I can't recommend it at 30.
I think you need to make more reviews.
Man, you know what though, Addict? I don't feel like I'm
even
good with reviews though. That's the only
but
thing.
it don't have to be like a standard video. Just go live and say we about to talk about this game and just
Yeah, that'll probably be better for me
yeah
because
do
when I do
that.
like recorded, yeah, when I do recorded reviews, I don't really like them that much.
Yeah, I think you would be good at that. Because that's what I always be telling Rand. Rand don't be making no videos. I'm like, dude, you play everything. Like, why
'Cause,
don't?
yeah, when I do recorded videos, I try to like do like bullet points or like write a script. It don't ever work for me. I do better like off the cuff, like
I
you know
ain't
what I mean, just going straight up
I ain't
top of
gonna
the
even
head.
try to front to you, man. Like, I do bulletins, and I used to like do all my descriptions and shit. I have a hard time making titles and descriptions. Like that's my kryptonite with YouTube. I fixed that with ChatGPT. What
Mm.
I'll do is I'll write like what I want the title to be, like my concept of the title, and I'll be like ChatGPT, give me like 20 different titles, and I'll read through them all. I'll be like, oh, that one sounds good. Oh, I don't like that one. I think, and I'll like because I'm way better at like looking at something and realizing if it's good than making it up myself entirely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll be like, yeah, I like that. I like putting these together. Like, and then I'll just have ChatGPT make the whole description. Like, because it's just like that's a lot of the you know the work no one wants to do. Make a description for your YouTube video. Like, it's just and all that really is just like a brief detail on what the fuck the video is. And,
Yeah.
it's just like that's in my opinion the way AI should always be used is like a tool to make things easier and things quicker, not to like replace people.
Yeah, the problem is people use AI to be lazy. Yeah, instead of doing a title, they wanted to do the whole damn video. It's like, bro, y'all got to still put in some work,
Now,
bro.
I have seen people use ChatGPT to like come up with good intros, and
Mm.
I don't normally like that because I like coming up with like my intros myself because I do bulletins like you. What I'll do is like I'll have because I like I have a Google Doc, and I'll use the
Yeah.
Google Doc, and like when I'm playing a game, I'll have like green lettering that's like really good, black lettering that's like neutral, like not good or bad that I like or that I like, and then I'll have red that is like this is shit. And what I'll do is I'll put those in like a category, like I'll put it down like I want all uh the stories, so then I'll start arranging it in between story, gameplay, and like visuals, and that's how I do my reviews. And then like when I'm making the review, I do the intro, and then like because I do it on Audacity now, so like I'll pause it, and then I will like sometimes I'll record like a two sentences like 18 different times. I'm like, no, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Like it's like it's because I'm trying to put a lot more time into my reviews. So it's just taking a lot more. But the way I'm doing it now takes a lot more editing because I'm not using a face cam for like the middle section of the video.
Yeah.
So like let's say I'll do like a story, and a lot of the time what I'll do is I'll Google the game, and because you know how a lot of people like open up with the story on like pretty much a cliff notes at the very beginning of the game. I just
Hmm.
take what the dev said. Well, our game is this. Like it's okay. There's my intro for what your story's about right there. Like, because I mean, who's better at telling what? Now there are scenarios where I feel I can't do that because there's certain things I want to stay away from saying, so I have to like kind of like free ball that a little bit more. Like when it comes to like Resident Evil, I I didn't want to say like Leon was earlier in the game than not. So like I strictly stayed to like the perspective of Grace, and I didn't really, which is funny. I don't know if people know this. My ex's name was Grace, so it was interesting that someone I was in a relationship for 2.5 years almost looks identical to the character. Because not only is her name in Resident Evil named Grace, she looks almost identical to my ex.
Oh wow.
Like when I say identical, I showed my mom a picture of Grace from Resident Evil, and my mom thought it was Grace.
Wow.
I was like, "That's wild."
Did that
So
creep you out a little bit? They ain't creep you out? Like, what the hell?
a little bit, we definitely broke up on, okay terms, and then it went negative there after the breakup. But I wouldn't say that like I hate her or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But it would. I think
Yeah.
it would be different if it was like I had like legit hatred towards her. I would probably be on some I'm gonna kill this Grace bitch in Resident Evil like 18 different times. But I don't have any kind of like evil like hatred towards her like that. You know, I generally hope that, you know, she gets her life together. Someone said Attic is Mark Henry size. Not quite. Okay,
what the hell?
I know. I got to lose some weight. You know, I'm getting up there. First off, I'm 6'4". I think you're taller than that, aren't you, Jack?
No, man, no.
I don't know why people are telling me you was like tall,
Bro,
tall.
you know what it is? Every time I meet somebody, they just shorter than me, bro. I don't get it. I'm not. No, I'm not. I wish I was 6'4". Shit, I wish. It's just every time I meet somebody shorter than me, I don't get it. Well, BG, I feel like me and BG, I feel like BG taller than me, but he's saying I was taller than him. But BG pretty tall.
Yeah, I've met PG. What's funny is people always be talking. You know how many people I've punked from this community? They'll be talking all that shit, and I meet them out in person.
Now you see him in person, yeah, they don't want no smoke then,
There
huh?
was one year. It was like one of the first E3s I went to. This dude was talking mad shit, and all I kept saying is, "I'll see you one day, dude. I'll see you one day. I can assure you, I'll see you one day." He gave me a thing of cigars. Oh man, it was just all jokes. Gave me a thing
Yeah,
of cigars in person. I was like, "Yeah, you fucking
that's funny.
bitch ass dude."
That's
Like,
funny.
it is what it is. Most. That's why I don't be taking people serious in this community, because most of this community,
Oh, it's all tough. They wouldn't say half the shit they say online in person. That's what I be knowing too. That's what be irritating me. Like, bro, you not like that, bro. Just stop. Cut it out.
yeah. But anything else you want to say before we let go of this? I'm gonna play this Enchanted Arms.
No, man, I appreciate you for having me, bro. Shout out to the viewers, you know what I mean? Y'all support my guy Addict.
Yeah,
That's it.
I need to actually stream on this channel. I ain't streamed on this channel in over a month.
Mm,
Yeah, it's not like I'm not making content. I just need.
bro. I got some viewers, dog. Every time, like I'm in like if I'm in Blaze chat or somebody else chat, Jack, you ain't streamed in 22 days. You ain't they be having an account. I'm like, bro, how do y'all even know this, bro? I don't even know when the last time I streamed, dog. Like your viewers be waiting, man. They definitely be keeping tabs on it.
Have you like when you were streaming at your height? Like, did you feel like monetary wise it was worth it
You said, yeah, absolutely.
when you stream like consistently?
Yeah. Oh no, most definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
when I'm
just
consistent, the money definitely better.
yeah, it's just it'd be like when I saw y'all in the New York Game Awards, I was taken away by how big Addict is. Yeah, I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot fucking four. Like a lot of people don't see that shit. They be up here talking sideways. Most of these people do not have that same energy when they see me in person.
Yeah, y'all remember that next time y'all talking crazy in the chat, man.
Like
Y'all might
not
run into, you know what I mean?
yeah, and I you know it's crazy. People be acting real extra. But yeah, I'll talk to you later, Jack. I'm gonna stream this for a little bit and probably we waiting get to work. Yeah, Attic, we waiting get to work. What you mean get to work? I am working. I'm having a conversation with my man's Jack. What you talking about?
Yes,
Get to
sir.
work.
Yes, sir.
I'll talk to you later, Jack.
All right, brother.
I don't even
Peace,
see.
peace, chat.
See you. I don't even see. I don't even know if you guys are hearing the. I could have swore I had what's it called on. Um, I could have had what's that thing called? All right, is that gonna read? Like what's going on? There we go. Oh, yeah. I think we're gonna do that more often. I enjoy talking to people. Problem is like it's hard working with people because like you have to like sing. You have to find people that works out in the time frame. Yeah, I do have like a lot of friendships that I've like grown like tremendously that I can definitely should be more active on using, but I'd be messing that up. How old are y'all? I'm 34. I'm 34 currently. Yeah, as you guys can see, I make good old things for good old King there. I make all his thumbnails. Yeah, I feel more comfortable doing goals again on this channel because here's my thing. You know, a couple people, especially you angry therapists, you guys were really good to me when it comes to the goals. And I had to get that goal gone. Like, I had the Silent Hill goal.
You're doing goals
and I didn't feel comfortable doing any more goals till I did that Silent Hill, and I did that. What the? So definitely do more goals. Yeah, I don't know what we could do goals with right now. Oh, that's what's up. See, my original goal is I would like to, like, here's my thing. Like, I don't want to just do a goal. Like, I have the overall perspective, which, you know, my goal right now would probably be Summer Game Fest. I would say that's probably where my bulk of my money is going to be going towards right now, Summer Game Fest. But I want to have goals that lead to the Summer Game Fest goal. I don't want to just be like, yo, X amount, that's how much I need to go to Summer Game Fest. I want to do, like, let's say 1,500, which is probably underselling it because it costs way more than that. But let's say 1,500. Instead of just having one goal for 1,500, I would like to have, like, 3 goals for 500 each that does something. So, like, you know, I feel like I don't like taking money from my community unless I feel like they're getting something in return. If that makes sense. And this is a game I'm doing on an Addict Revisit. It's called Enchanted Arms. And plus, I have the new Pokemon game. I do want to eventually stream that. I ain't really touched it. I don't remember a whole lot about this game, to be honest with you. I don't know if when it comes to this game, this is like a turn-based game that From Software actually made. Believe it or not, From Software made this game. I don't know, I have to think about what I want my next goal is. You guys got any recommendations? I know you guys like me playing like old ass games, and I'm not completely against it. I just don't enjoy like playing like really old games. I know you guys like Sea.
Bring forth a shield!
I'm feeling it now!
Gotcha! We win!
But I can't do that, Satter Star. I'm playing. I'm playing. See, what's funny is I can't. Enchanted Arms is not on anything. It's not like, unless I go buy like an old console, like it's not on PC. So that's not exactly true. Like I couldn't play this on anything else. I have to play this on Xbox because it's not on PlayStation 5 because it's a backwards compatible game. I don't think PlayStation's done that. So like that's not necessarily true. Yeah, I know you like to have the gotcha moment, but that ain't it, bud. That gotcha moment ain't it. You're gonna need a new gotcha moment.
I'll give you a few seconds.
This looks good.
Be crazy with this.
Fire!
Yeah, Death Star, like, I don't get how like he's so active in every
I'm
chat.
feeling it now.
Like, do you play games, my dude? You gotta be honest with me, man. I won't judge you. If you don't play games, you don't play games. I won't judge you. You can be real with me. I promise I won't judge you. If you don't play games, it's cool. You don't gotta lie to me though, man.
Thank you.
I promise I got you.
Gotcha! We win!
I don't even know where to go. Got a mine gem. This game's got a crazy story. I'm not sure going all the way there. I don't like the random encounters. I feel like the older I get, the more I don't like I'm very curious on what she does. You know, I don't want to automatically assume the worst. I will say in terms of like being optimistic, I'm way more than that than I used to be because I just see like a new people doing.
Fire!
Why don't you play a current turn-based game? Hold up.
Burn it up!
Well, first off, it's getting rated pretty bad. And that doesn't necessarily mean like the game's bad. I do like the way it looks though. I'm not gonna front. Kind of reminds me of Lost Elion. Probably butchering that game. Well, see, the reason I'm doing these Shadow Stars because I want to do more attic revisits. Because I did one on Crackdown, which you commented on. But I want to do more of those. So, you know, I'd like to do like 2 a month, if possible. Can I look at the map? No, I can't. I don't even know where. I feel like I went this way. I don't know.
Time for battle. Fire!
I don't think I. Yeah, I don't think. Dude, she's weak. think I can make that creature too. I couldn't reach it if I wanted to.
Fire! Burn it up!
Damn, that dude's barely alive.
I'll finish this!
He carries 0. I need to find one of those crystals. I wish there was a run button. I don't understand the thought process back in the day not to have a run button. I mean, the thing is, Shatterstar, like, you can say that all you want. Does that necessarily mean it? Not really. I don't think anyone really knows what's going on. I mean, I get it. You're just trying to get a reaction from me.
Observe my sword skills. I'm counting on you!
And that's fine, I guess. I'm not really going to give too much thought process or something like that.
Fire!
Because I know that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to throw me and get a reaction from me. Well, good luck. People love trying to get a reaction from me all the time. It don't work out well for me. Because I just don't like it all the time. I can't reach it.
Yeah! All right!
Can I use the... Yeah, I gotta do that.
Rage and flare!
I wish this was on PC. I probably would have picked it up on.
Burn it up!
Are you okay to carry on?
Yeah, of course!
I don't even want to go over there for that. How much money do I have? 4,000. I wish there was a run button.
I'm not finished yet. I'm Kareen, okay?
Oh, that's fine. I gotta move her out of the way.
Yeah!
At least I got rid of one of them. His shield move's a lot stronger than mine. I'm definitely gonna still play this even not on the stream. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what's happening. You know? The thing is like if they were gonna move exactly the way they were gonna move, I feel like they would have kept Sarah Bond there.
Burn it up!
Like there's no reason to like keep the same regime there if they were gonna keep business as usual. That's why I don't think it's just business as usual. Yeah. Now, what does that mean? I have no clue. But I don't think it's strictly just business as usual.
I'm gonna smash you!
I was hoping I'd actually get a hit off of it.
I'm gonna smash you!
I'm pretty sure I don't need this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Fire!
A little trouble.
I'm hurt. I need to buy shit. That's what I need to do. Yeah, I think a lot of aspects that led to her getting that job.
If you don't want to get hurt, run away now!
Retreat is sometimes necessary.
You mean both Sarah? But it's like I said,
This
that
ladder leads into the city.
we don't know
We should be
exactly what's
safe
going
from here.
on.
We seem to have lost those who were pursuing us.
Thank you again for saving me, Rygar.
You are as reckless. What would you have?
I didn't have...
That's why I'm here. If something were.
Excuse me?
What now?
What do you mean? And when you say...
I'll explain. Our
Comrades.
What is it?
No, you don't seem more like... You've got, like, Rygar?
Huh? What's between...
Okay.
Stop, wait.
London City Bar.
Finally. We finally got out of that damp and stinking place. Where are we now?
A bar in the London inner city.
Why a bar?
Because it's our base of operations in the city.
Our? You and who else?
I'll tell you the details after we've rested up. I'm hungry. How about some food, Rygar?
As you wish.
Master, do you have a table?
Ah, welcome back, Missy. Take one at the back there.
Thanks. Right. Come on, Tetsuya.
At least you got the soup part right.
Boy, am I full. That was delicious.
As you say.
No, I'm not on Twitch.
Hey, you've hardly eaten anything.
My name is Itsuma. I don't feel like Just tell me about this operation you mentioned earlier.
That's right. I'll start by telling you exactly who we are
I
then.
wish I could press like an auto button.
That would be great.
This is before they did auto
We're
button.
members of a resistance movement based in a mine to the west of London City.
Resistance against what?
We fight against the tyranny of London City's ruler, King
Yeah,
Caliban.
I am on Twitch. I'm just
Okay.
not streaming on Twitch.
And where do I fit in?
The Queen of Ice, the Devil Golem who wiped out Yokohama. I don't need to elaborate on her.
No.
Well, King Caliban has a plan to protect us from the Queen of Ice. He intends to resurrect the Emperor of Fire, our own Devil Golem sealed away here in London City.
What did you just say?
You've seen it firsthand, the power of a Devil Golem.
Oh yeah. I've seen it all.
The Emperor of Fire has the power to match the Queen of Ice. If the two of them should fight head-on, you can imagine the consequences, I'm sure.
If those two things went all out against each other, nothing would be...
That's right. It would spell the end of... It would be Yokohama all... That's why we in the Resistance are working to prevent the Emperor of Fire's revival.
But how?
You must know this. A certain item is required for Devil Golem.
I don't know anything about that.
Maybe you slept... A Magicore. Haven't you heard that word?
Magicore?
Well, And luckily for us, the Emperor of Fire and his Magicorps are still separate. If we can just get our hands on the magic...
You'll be able to prevent the Emperor of Fire from... But without the Emperor of Fire, how will we defeat the Queen? She could single-handedly destroy this city.
That's not a problem. We have a plan for her, too.
A plan? You mean this
That's right.
And I'm involved?
Yes. We want to borrow the power of your right arm.
The power? What do you know about my...
Well, just that it may hold
True?
I'll tell you everything I know if...
Really?
Yes, if you agree. So what do you say?
Sure.
Sign me up. But I have one
A trade?
I want to see Yokohama's... I need to look...
I told you this. The town was wiped out. No survivors.
Don't underestimate this AI.
But I haven't seen it from... I won't believe it until I've seen it with my own...
Come on. The Queen of Ice could attack London at any time. We don't have time to waste.
Waste?
Yeah, and you're stupid too.
Lady Corinne, a moment. There is some sense in what the young man said.
Rygar?
We have yet to hear of any reported sightings of anywhere near London.
That doesn't mean she couldn't just turn up.
I understand, but simply forcing our demands onto him seems highly unreasonable.
I guess.
I also believe that you, my lady,
Why?
as you are well aware, some of our own doubt our plans.
Satya and Amy Hood want Xbox gone. They're all about AI now. There's no place for Xbox in the future plans.
And believe that only another
I
devil...
guess
People
my-
who agree
If you can speak, but
I mean,
more,
for myself?
if that's
That is
the truth,
correct. You
then
may
it
face a
doesn't- it ain't gonna bother me.
So that settles it. No time to...
Hang on. You better not betray...
Of course I promise. Once you've seen that's what you want.
Right.
Then let's go.
Okay, first thing...
I need like a sword. Yeah, because I'm still at 0. I need a crystal or something.
there appears to be a disturbance in this.
Yeah, I need this crystal right here. Well, how do I like heal myself? Synthesize. Oh, this. I think I should make another golem. Yeah, Lord Austin. What is the size mean? I want to edit party. I've always had a PC. Yeah, it was funny. Like, I have a PC stronger than most people that talk shit about it. My PC's definitely one of the top dogs when it comes to specs. You know, not exactly. You know what? I really do feel like this is going to be a very boring game for you guys to watch. And good old Shatterstar, he's bringing you guys through the Rangers, man. I'm gonna beat this game on my own. I do probably stream tomorrow. Stream this thing. that good old Pokemon Leaf Green. Might send you guys back to starting soon. We'll at least do some of the intro today. I gotta set it up though. Be back. Oh my god. Keep hitting the wrong one. Ugh. Well, I don't need the headset anymore, ironically. I still need this though. Ugh. I want the one I like to use. This one. I don't really need a headset. We playing Pokemon. Why doesn't this work? Up a little bit. Damn, it's been forever since I played this. Man, you guys still arguing over the Xbox shit in the comment section? And the Windows operating system made the most money for Xbox than Windows. Yeah, but they brought APK with that too. It's kind of skewed a little bit. My name is Addict. Probably beat the first gym leader and call it a day. I know a good name for this dude. Yeah, we naming him Shatter. Shatter's my rival for the Pokemon game. I wish there was like a fast forward button. Damn, this feels so weird playing this again. Don't go out. I wish they would have did a little bit more to this game. Imagine if we got like a full-blown remake. That would have been lit. I fed up with waiting. Yeah, we gotta... I'm gonna get Bulbasaur. Because I feel like that's the better move. They should have made additions to this than what they did. I do agree that they should have done that. I don't like naming the Pokemon in general. I'll probably let people that super chat name them. Scatter, wait, Addict. Let's check out what Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Scatter be on my dick even in video games. We got a Charmander. We got a Bulbasaur. We just gonna hit him over and over again. This is always like up in the air if you can win this fight. Especially if he gets a critical. Yeah, we won. I can go sideways. Pretty easy. I think level 13 Bulbasaur evolves, if I remember correctly. I don't exactly 100% remember. We need Pokeballs. This can't even run. Weather trainers, tip side. Press start. You need a Pokeballs. It's kind of pointless running into anything right now until we Rattata. Oh, a Pidgey. I do want a Pidgey. I remember Pidgey. I remember loving Pidgey. See, I wish I could like speed stuff up. That's why like the emulator is probably the most superior one, because you can actually do like the little mods that they put on there. Which yeah, I don't know why they didn't set that up themselves. Yeah, that's right. I remember correctly, you had to give this to him. Bill saved Xbox. He's 1 year older than me. He's 58. Some website says 59. He did a fantastic job. It's time to pass the platoon. I do. He did save Xbox. There's no denying that. Like, if you try to deny that Phil didn't save Xbox, I think you're being delusional. I mean, you can criticize what he did after he saved Xbox. I think that's fair to criticize. But you can't criticize him saving Xbox. They give me any Pokeballs? No, I think Professor does that. Professor Oak does that. They ain't gonna make me fight this dude again, are they? No. Got the Pokedex now. Catching wild Pokemon. I don't know how long it would take me to beat this game, realistically, because I probably wouldn't do everything. I kind of want to get Mew. I don't think I ever got Mew in this game. Catching wild Pokemon. I don't know how long it would take me to beat this game, realistically, because I probably wouldn't do everything. I kind of want to get Mew. I don't think I ever got Mew. Alright, so we do got some Pokeballs. We got 5 wild Pokemon. I would like to catch a Pidgey this game, realistically, because I probably wouldn't do everything. I kind of want to get Mew. I don't really want Rattata. I'm not really interested in Rattata. You do got some... I'm interested in a Pikachu. You got 5. Well, I can get a Pikachu. I would like to catch a Pidgey this game, realistically, because I probably wouldn't do everything. I don't know if I'm interested in a level. I don't really want Rattata. I'm not really interested in Rattata. You do got some... I'm interested in a Pikachu. Is this gonna kill him? You got 5. I didn't really get a Pikachu. I would like to catch a Pidgey, realistically, because I probably would like I can get a level 4. I don't know if I'm interested in a level. I don't really want Rattata. I'm not really interested in Rattata. You got some... I'm interested in a Pikachu. Is this gonna kill him? I'm definitely not. I didn't really get a Pokemon. I would like to catch a Pidgey, realistically, because I probably would like I can get a level 4. I don't know if I'm interested in a level. I don't really. I got to get Bulbasaur to level. You got some, if I remember correctly, level 13. I'm interested in a Pikachu. I got to get Bulbasaur. It's gonna kill him. I'm definitely not. I didn't really get a Pokemon. I would like to catch a Pidgey, realistically, because I probably would like I can get a level 4. I mean, I don't know if I'm interested in a level. I got to get Bulbasaur to level. At the end of the day, regardless, you got some, if I remember correctly, level positivity that led to Xbox being where it is. They still did it. I didn't really like them. I would like to catch them. Trying to take like some of the responsibility off of like Xbox. Like, I mean, they still did that. I got to get Bulbasaur to level. At the end of the day, regardless, if I remember correctly, level positivity that led to Xbox being where it is. Like, I don't think. I don't think. I didn't really like. Look, is that happening? Yes, but I don't think it's happening to like responsibility off of like Xbox. Like, I mean, they still did that. Like, there's. Leech Seed's pretty good. Probably not for what we want it for. I didn't catch a Pidgey there. I don't remember if Pidgey's up here or not. Nah, I already healed. I wish this game could run better. Like, it's definitely like a very simple port. I don't think they did anything to it. I say this whenever you talk shit. Oh, you guys are ridiculous. What is this? I think he's got a Weedle. I wonder if there's like a glitch that you can use to get like infinite, well, it's not infinite, but like a bunch of, I mean, I guess it's infinite because you can keep using it over and over again, but there is like something that you can do. Like, I can get a Pikachu in this next area, and I think that would like be really helpful. I ain't gonna lie, like I'm definitely, as I get older, I can't constantly play the game this slow back in the day. Ow, you got a critical too. Well, you do get the bike, and you can move faster with the bike. Where's Jack? Jack already left. Jack was here for about an hour and a half. I'm sure you can rewind the stream. If I remember correctly, which has been literally years since I played this, Viridian Forest has like Caterpie. I do like Butterfree, so I might want to look into the Butterfree one. Caterpie. Oh, you got the alert late? Yeah, it's a good conversation. I probably won't make this particular one members, but I'm gonna do more of those. So don't feel like I'm gonna member it up. Probably won't member it up. But here's the thing, like, you say I'm done playing the Xbox fanboy, but when have I ever really been an Xbox fanboy? Can you explain that to me? Like, when have I ever really been an Xbox quote-unquote fanboy? You have to give me, like, specifics. I need details on when the fanboying was up, when I was fanboying all out. Like, you gonna have to be a little bit more specific, Shatterstar. But what was the console war video? Like, explain to me the console war videos. Like, give me 2 console war videos that I made. I'm kind of curious on that. Like, we gotta decide what a console war video is in its truth. What is a console? And I get that, and I want you to show me. I want you to show me when I was wilding out. Yeah, well, the problem with the spin chair is, like, the place where I do work, it's kind of hard to do that. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific, my dude. You just like want me to like trust me, bro? Is that what you hit me with right now? Trust me, bro? Say it ain't so. You want some trust me, bro energy? Where you at, Shatterstar? Don't be leaving already, man. Where you at? I think that's defense. That's actually really fast. No, that's speed. So he's definitely going next. So that's 2, no, 3. I don't really got no money either. But see, that's where we're gonna disagree. What is your consideration to me, fanboy? Hold on, we about to. We about to look at this. Like, nah. Hold up, we about to heal, and we about to look at my channel, Shatterstar. Like you gonna make some claims like that? We need to see. I'm a fan, but I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy. I think that's different. Being a fan is a fanboy. Yeah, I might try to bring the spin flat back. I don't know yet. We about to do a little show and tell. We about to do a little show and tell there, Spincha. You're saying a lot, but you ain't talking a lot. Bam. All right, so let's press F11. Now let's go through the channel and let's find where I'm a fanboy, Shatterstar, because that's the allegation. Let's do this. So I'm gonna just briefly go down and just tell me when to stop, Shatterstar. Which one? Which one? Which one do I stop at, Shatterstar? And try to find a name, the name to the video, because oh no, it's not cool. We gonna do it anyway, Meds. You know he want to come in here. We gonna talk. We gonna talk. I need a video. So here's the greatest hits. And I'm keeping it on a slow rotation down. And I need Shatterstar to tell me which one of these is fanboying. Because he's got a lot to say, but he's not talking. What's a fanboy? Let's go. Let's do this. Where are you? Where are you, Shatterstar? Where are you at, my dude? Oh no, I want you to tell me a video. That's the whole point of this conversation. Tell me a video. Tell me a video. I mean, I can't. You want me just to watch all these videos? Is that what you're telling me? We got to watch every video? Is that what you're telling me? Do we got to watch every video I've ever made? Is that what you're referring to? You know, here's Xbox situation just keep getting worse. Final Fantasy Tactics saved the state of play. I mean, I guess you could try to say that that's fanboying. I probably wouldn't agree, but you ain't saying nothing. Being very quiet, Shatterstar. You know what's funny? Like, here is my Avowed review. This is an Xbox game, and let's look at some of the reviews. Look at some of the reviews. You're the only pro Xbox review, honest reviewer. Every other dude's review is just glazing this and saying it's a 10 out of 10. The ones where you should, what? But you're telling me you act like you have this like great mind that when Addict was shelling, but I ask you for one, just one, and I don't get no answer. I mean, we can even search for the word Xbox, which is a lot. It's a lot. Does it matter they're making a mistake? Actually, you want to get technical. But no, I'm not the one coming with the allegation. You are. I feel like it's not on me. It's on you. I'm being noticed like a doom and gloom merchant, my dude. A doom and gloom merchant. It's on the beholder to tell me I'm tripping. It's on you to give me the info. Look at this. Xbox might be rebranding their name. What's next at this point? Xbox rejects to make Spider-Man a huge disappointment for Xbox fans. Xbox missed out on Final Fantasy 16. I mean, I guess you could consider this one was, but that ain't fanboy. It was being honest. Xbox might not get Persona 6, and we got to accept that. Oh no, the show's over. I'm about to end the show. I just want him to tell me where it is. The show's over. It's up to him. I'm gonna give him 60 seconds to tell me a title. And it's like I said, I'm scrolling down. There's plenty here. I just kind of curious what he means by it. But clearly I can't get that information from him. Because his ass don't know either. I guess we both don't know where the videos are. Look, Xbox fans are upset about this is an Xbox ad, and I'm immune at this point. Oh, Metaphor is fucking phenomenal. Metaphor is amazing. I regret not reviewing Metaphor. I had Metaphor like 2 weeks before it came out, Meds, and I wasn't reviewing games, so it was disappointing that I didn't cover more of it. Like, see, here's the thing, Shatterstar. I've been covering games for a long time. Now, you could consider me a failure in terms of my output. You know, I definitely mistook, and it took me a long time to hyper focus on the kind of content I want to make, even to this day. But like, we ain't gonna sit here and act like I don't look. Has there sometimes that, you know, the addict at that time could have seemed like a little bit of a fanboy? Yes. Is there a lot of those videos? No. Most of the time when it comes to my videos, I feel like I'm pretty down the middle. Xbox and PlayStation better not do this or I'll lose it. Now, if you're referring to me just making pro Xbox videos, that's not fanboying. Xbox channel. Obviously, I'm going to make Xbox videos. But as far as me not holding them accountable, you bugging. You bugging because I have always held them accountable. Even when I did Addict Show 5 years ago, Xbox Series X runs worse on multiplat. I did this shit back then. Who was on the podcast with me? Was there anyone?
Yeah. Fantastic. I remember me playing license it for the movies.
With the movie license.
Yeah, I think
So it's just like, dude, you missed me with that shit. You missed me. Look at that. The Starfield custom thing, and I have it on my Xbox. But I'm gonna let you guys go. You know, I guess Shatterstar gonna. No, I'm not gonna kick him. You know, he couldn't prove to me, so it is what it is. I gave him plenty of time to give me an opinion on something. He just couldn't do it. It is what it is. I'm not gonna like argue with the man. He just couldn't do it. He couldn't show me the errors of my ways. And I gave him plenty of opportunities. Well, I appreciate everyone coming through. We're going to be ending this. I probably will be going live tomorrow. 7 p.m. I feel is a good middle ground. We'll find out. You know, if I do more streams during the week, I can really take the weekends off. But we'll see. But anyway, I appreciate everyone coming through. I'm gonna send you guys over to my boy Rex Gaming. He's over there playing Resident Evil. Go in there and tell him Addict sent you. You don't got to, but I appreciate everyone coming through. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. Still wanting to know where these videos are, but it is okay. I guess we can